Okay, so I'm just going to show you a little training thing. So he is sitting to say please. He is offering to sit, and I'm giving him a little reward for that. And then, so he's probably the best out of the litter. And at this, you can see he's got a great focus. And now I'm going to move my position. He likes my husband very much. And he offered to sit. I did not tell him to sit. He offered a sit. And so I'm going to give him a treat. Okay? And as far as treats go, yes, I do use his kibble as a treat if he is hungry. If he is not very hungry, then kibble will not work as a motivation. So I've got a video on how to make his kibble more flavorful using Braunschweigert, just a little bit of Braunschweigert. We also use unseasoned cooked chicken breast. We also use good quality hot dogs that don't have any nitrates or nitrites or preservatives in them. The all beef hot dogs. So yes, that is what we use for higher value treats. They do make a bunch of training treats. Whether your dogs are going to like that or not, I don't know. I think everyone has spent, hundreds of dollars in their life trying to find out if this brand, the neighbor's dog likes this brand, let's see if ours does. And so you give them a try, and sometimes they motivate them and sometimes they don't. So as far as the hand signals, I do body language now. We really aren't using commands at this point, but he's very young, so he's still in the lure stage of things. So I've got a small, very fragrant treat in my hand, which happens to be a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of Braunschweigert. And so I'm going to lure him to the ground with a lay. Lay, yes. And my positive marker is yes, and my negative marker is just a guttural no or no or something. But you need a positive marker and a negative marker, and I'm going to lure him again down, and then he gets to lick it off my finger. And so, okay, how often should he be fed? I would feed him twice a day. There are no free meals. If I were you, I would feed him by hand for at least the first couple of weeks, because his relationship with me is that I am the food lady and he's very attached to me. And so to transfer that relationship to you, you will need to feed him by hand. At first, him just giving you attention is worth kibble. Then you can, he will give you attention, and then when he offers a behavior, that is worth kibble. Next is you can start asking him to perform tricks or behaviors to get his kibble, but you would portion out his ration, which is right now a cup. And so I would have a cup portioned out, and he would work for that meal. And that is the way you want to. Now, he doesn't have to work for every kibble, but it's very important that he does work for his meal. Now, a puppy that is full is very hard to train. A full puppy wants to sleep. And so you will definitely want to time your training when he is on, when he's got an appetite. So yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Boy, you're so smart. Oh, that's not. There we go. There we go. And that was all the allure. But that just shows that he is willing to follow a treat. What were your other questions? I do not brush my dog's teeth. I do give them raw bone to chew on. You'll have veterinarians say, yes, that's a good idea. And some veterinarians say that's a horrible idea, but that's what I do and it works for me. So the chewing on a bone marrow bone seems to debride the teeth of deposits of stuff, and I've always done that, and I do that. I do not brush teeth. What flavor of Purina Pro Plan? We use salmon, and it's not because it's the flavor that we like. It's because it gets its omega-3, 6, and 9 from fish oil as opposed to flax. So they put flax seed in the other ones to get the omega-3, 6s, and 9s, which is fine for most people, but it's not good for breeding dogs, and so we keep everything on salmon. The salmon, Purina Pro Plan 30/20 Sport Salmon All Stage. And if I haven't sent you a picture of that, let me know, and I can send you a picture of that. And vocal commands, that's just going to come on. That's just going to progress naturally for you all. Once he really understands, right now when we go out, when I let him out of his crate in the morning, when we go outside and he goes potty, I tell him, good potty, good potty. And when I let him out, if he's not going potty, I tell him it's time to go potty. But commands just come on naturally as the dog's brain matures. Right now, if I were to tell him sit, I want him to offer a sit, number one. Number two, because it turns into an automatic sit. Number two, it's just, he's just really developmentally not there yet. And it wouldn't help for me to say off, it helps for him to begin to understand that jumping on me has no value, has no reward. So I do use a sound command for him coming. Good boy. But as you see, he's offering to sit. I'm not telling him to sit. And that takes time and patience, and I've already done that for you. And all you have to do is keep it up. When his batucus hits the ground, he gets attention. If you don't have a treat in your hand, he gets his ears scratched. Affection is just as good as a treat when you don't have a treat in your hand. So, but yeah, so he really is in the puppy kindergarten stage of things, just building blocks. And I will send you an email with the rest of this information about pet insurance, where we're going to meet, and travel arrangements. So, and what is his daily routine? Well, we get him up in the morning, and we immediately go outside, and we go for a walk, and everybody piddles, and we go for a good walk, and then they get their breakfast, and then they are put in an exercise pen to play, and then we bring them in the house to play with them. We bring them in the house to train them. We bring them in the house to just be in the house with us, right? And so you want to feed him. Good boy. Oh, he's so good at this. You want to feed him no less than 3 hours before he goes to bed. You want to make sure that throughout the day he gets mental and physical stimulation, and you want to feed him no less than 3 hours before he goes to bed. Make sure he goes out to go potty. And then when you put him in the crate, he's in the crate until morning, and he does a great job settling down at night. I would definitely train him on the doorbells. Well, you have other dogs in the house, so he is going to follow the dogs out to go potty throughout the day. That's the brilliance of having an older dog to help your puppy learn. Come here, boy. You're so good. And this thing he does with his paws right now, he will get over that. I know he will, because all of our dogs have. But it's just he's very energetic about getting his treat, which is wonderful. And I can inhibit him putting his paws on my hands by coming up over his nose. So, okay, well, I will post this and send you an email. Thank you.